All right, now let me ask you this. So that's the weirdest story, but who's been the coolest person to work with so far?
Go ahead.
There's been a lot of cool people. Like I mean, like Tessan were really cool. Like working with Tessan had feeling, like working with your sister, or your cousin who you're really close to. Like, so working with Tessan were really cool. Cardinal Official is one of the most coolest people that we know or met in the industry that we have worked with.
Right.
E40 is another one that is mad cool, yo.
E40 is so cool. Juicy J is cool.
Juicy
He's
J is
cool, like, oh my God, he's so cool. But you know something, man? I think me and Timothy to bring real positive energy when we come in the room. Everybody been nice to us, yo. This is real talk. Like, we have a good relationship with the biggest artists. Like, we were just in with Katy Perry, Rihanna. I mean, we have good relationships with everybody, and everybody like us so far, So
Right.
I can't really sit down and say, yo, this is the nicest, best person we work with. But we just been blessed to be around positive energy this whole time, man. As far as with the artists have always impressed.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so it's good to hear that. Also, Pressure was in the building talking highly of you guys as well. And how do
Big up.
Yeah, man. Now, how do you feel? I'm gonna take it back to the homie aspect of this thing for a minute. How do you feel to see the success of Pressure Bus Pipe as he has now the official anthem of the U.S. Virgin Islands? They got an ad campaign surrounding his music. How does that make you feel from one musician from the Virgin Islands to another?
Awesome. I mean, that's one of the greatest feelings because you got to think, and not just Pressure, Benny D, traveling the entire planet with Akon.
Right.
Pressure, having the Virgin Islands song, Virgin Islands Nice. Boss Simmons right now, he have the #1 urban song in the United States of America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The #1, like the Chris Brown Usher song,
Yeah.
You Should Be My Baby.
Yes.
That's boss right there. So you gotta understand, all of us, we is from elementary school to junior high school. These is friends. These friends in St. Thomas saying, hey, my boy, we gonna blow up in the
Right.
man. We gonna be the music business, the man, getting rock. And the fact that this is what we do, I still feel like Pressure penetrate, break it, and get in the door of Virgin Islander. You know what I mean? For Simmons, Benny D, Rock City is sometimes like, man, I just can't believe this is what we do for a living. Like, I in Nashville, in the studio, at work. Like, this is work, bro. I literally just was on the internet. I've been on like Wallstar, hip hop and stuff like that. And in my headphones, like, this is work, yo.
Right.
Just recording people. That's crazy. Like, that's what my job is, man. We just extremely blessed and I happy, and I just want all of just come to succeed and just move forward. And I just happy now kids, especially like young kids coming up, to really be like, yo, this one here, this man used to live right here. So now there's no excuses. I think parents should definitely tell their kids, you could do anything.
No doubt.
You can do anything, though.
No doubt.
And that's great.
All right, that is awesome indeed. All right, so definitely, man. Yeah, was that you blowing the horn? I could tell you from St. Thomas. St. Thomas people quick on the horn, my brother. Well, my piece.
Yeah, man.
All right, you know what, man? The nickname that I did like for you, Tehran, that I thought did stick was the spokesman, because you used to do all the talking. But somewhere along the line, Timo just started to like take over interviews. And then you're right, that name didn't fit anymore, so you may as well have become Tehran again. But Timo, lyrically, for years and years, you've been a monster. I mean, your bro, it's hard to take one from the other. But I mean, lyrically, as far as real hip-hop, hardcore, down to the roots of the thing, people just love your lyrical stylings, your lyrical flow. And now that people get to see your personality, they loving that as well. How did you come out your shell? At what point you decide, you know what? I ain't gonna let my brother talk for me no more.
You know what it is too? It was kind of, it had a lot to do with not just, my brother, but, the people around us telling me that, yo, like, Timothy, you have to you have to speak out a little bit more, you know what I mean? Because such a rapper with such a talented MC, and people would never know if you don't speak out and say something. So I still to this day, I have times that I don't really much rather just be in the backdrop and chill. But you know, we are a group, and I know a lot of the fans want to know a little bit of me as much as they want to know a little bit of my brother. So, you know, for me, I have to start considering that, you know, something, I have to speak to the fans. I have to give the fans something to look forward to. So, you know, I try my best to speak a little bit more in the interviews, and when I sitting down and I at home and I coming up with these voices or these punchlines or metaphors or whatever, I try my best to take my time, because over the years the fans have showed me how much they appreciate my rap. So I had to make sure that as much as I can, every voice, every song that I get on, I put my best on it. So, you know, I always keep the fans entertained. You know what I mean? I don't ever want them to get bored. I always want them to feel like, man, just when I thought he couldn't do nothing better than the last one that I love,
Right.
proved me wrong again.
Yeah, well, you continue to prove people wrong. I mean, I can't pick a favorite line, man. You got too many at this point. And even though you guys are not here, you still find a way to stay in tune to what's going on at home, kind of the pulse of the people. You still got a voice of the people, so to speak. I think Pressure, now that he's home more, I think it's safe to say that he's more in tune to exactly what's going on at home. But even though the distance is there, you guys could still speak on what's happening at home factually. How is that possible?
I mean, you know, we still have family there. We'd have come to St. Thomas at least 4 times a year. Our friends still live there. We on the phone, we on Facebook, we read, you know, we looking through the daily newspaper.
Okay.
You know, Jamal, his family there. So, I mean, Virgin Islands is us. We Virgin Islanders no matter how long we live in the state.
No doubt.
No matter, you know, I always tell people, I'd be in LA all the time, Atlanta all the time. I still need navigation. I have no clue where I'm going.
Right.
You drop me in St. Thomas, in the middle of the bush, 3 in the morning. I know how to get to houses.
No doubt.
I is a rock man. So, I mean, no matter where they put me, I am a BI man. You know, when we make our lot of money and them kind of thing, and it was time to buy jewelry, I buy a Gucci chain.
Right. Right.
You know, so that's why that's just who we are.
All right, now, you know me. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna ask some tough questions that people think about and don't say in your face and things like that, but things that I'm sure you've heard before. Now, you guys work for some tremendously talented people. I mean, all the heavyweights: Katy Perry, Beyonce, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Jennifer Hudson. You've written hits for all of these people, Tisan Chin. So it crosses genres. You're talking from hip hop to reggae to R&B, but yet and still, it was kind of difficult for you guys to get to this point where you signed with RCA. You got a banger that's about to take over the world. What do you think was inhibiting that? What do you think was the reason why it didn't happen sooner, even though we know for sure it's going to happen now?
You know, this is the honest to God truth, man. And a lot of people, outsiders looking in, they don't really know the ins and outs of the music business. When we do our deal with, you know, years ago with Convict Interscope, there was a lot of politics that was out of our control, that we couldn't control, and things that we was really above our pay grade.
Right.
We had no say over,
Right.
you know. And it just was a time that we couldn't really do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like big bang, pig, little bang. You know, and we were the little fish at that time.
Right.
And that was really the deal. And we really, me and my brother Ray, all of us really had a meeting, and we decided to kind of fall back as artists, because at a time after a while, the music business, not the Virgin Islands people, of course, but the music business stopped caring. We were like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Right.
And so we just were like, cool, we're going to gain our power with it, Carlos, and we're going to just focus on writing songs. And we kind of just went into that mode, and songwriting become the main priority, because we knew if we become big songwriters, if we were giving hits to all the labels and we was breaking all their apps, after a while, somebody would come and be like, yo, we want to sign you because, you know, they want to keep us to ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we would be, and, you know, it kind of be like Kanye West. Kanye West was, yo, the dopest producer ever, and then we're like, after we're like, okay, he want to be an artist, give the man a deal. Because, you know, if we don't give him what he wants, he gonna stop giving us all these hits.
Right.
So give him what he wants. And, you know, we kind of build that brand and build that part for ourselves. That now is like, you know, now it's like when we in the room is like, whatever you two want, what do they want? What they want? They want that, give them that.
That's what's up. All right,
You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this. I mean, this is always a tough question for artists, and especially for you guys, it's going to be more difficult because you have your own songs. You have songs you've written for some artists. I'm sure you have some artists that you like better than others. So this is almost an impossible question, but I is bad man, so I know I'm going to try. What's your favorite song, Teron? The favorite song that you've worked on thus far?
Yo, man, and we were just talking about this. Can I be honest? It wasn't even big. But one of my favorite songs that we ever write for an artist, not for us, for an artist, was Music for Love by Mario.
Yeah, okay.
Music for Love
I
by
did
Mario.
that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of my, like that was one of my, like, I just, you know, me and my brother, I would sit down and talk about it. Like, we really thought that song was going to get bigger. Again, on politics and some things that, you know, we can't put out about there on the bus.
Right.
Some things stopped that song from going where it was supposed to go.
Right.
That were out of our control. But still, that's one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
Personally, like, man, what we were smoking when we write that song. I really like that.
Yes, sir.
Right about now.
Girl, turn me up and let me come through your speakers. Blow the sound out of your tweeters. Cause baby girl, this is the music for love. Shawty, don't be scared, just let the bass line hit you. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, that's what it do, man. It's called Music for Love of Mario, written by R City. I did not know that, by the way. That was Teron's favorite song that he worked on. And Timo, which one was yours? Which is your favorite song that you've worked on? Maybe it's because of the artist. Maybe because it's just the magnitude of the song. Maybe it just did well on the charts. But what's your favorite song that you've worked on?
I think I have actually two favorite songs.
All right.
And one of them is Rihanna Man Down. You know, just conceptually and just, you know, just how cultural that record has sound and, you know, just what it means to the Caribbean culture.
Right.
And the next record is Chris Brown featuring Sean Paul Brown, Skin Gold.
Okay.
Those are two of my favorite songs that we wrote.
I noticed that you like the island theme once.
Well, you know what it is? The reason why both of them songs is two of my favorites is because I could have seen me and my brother singing any one of those two songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, when we first did Man Down, I was like, man, I wish that were our song.
Right.
When we first did Skin Gold, I was like, man, I wish that I wanted to keep that song for us so bad.
Right.